before the women's freestyle, and now the climax, the final 2 nights of competition with the men's freestyle. Bronze medal match number 1, we are ready to go. It's France and Kazakhstan.
So last night we saw a bunch of the Dagestan wrestlers in the finals. Tonight we have 2 Ossetian wrestlers, Sidikov, one of our on the Ossetian team, and you know, last year he broke the heart of the United States when he defeated Jordan Burroughs in the semis. Did the same thing this year, and now he's back in the finals with Chamizo.
Italy's Chamizo, Sidikov coming up in the gold at 74. Right now, though, bronze with Zelimkhan KHADJIEV from France, Kazakhstan's Daniyar KAISANOV. This has been his best senior level tournament. The same can be said for the French wrestler KHADJIEV. He was a junior gold world medal winner back in 2014, an Olympian, placed 8th in the Rio Games for France in 2016. He's placed 8th and also 5th at the World Championships, just missing out on a medal, and now France has a chance to get that done.
I got a little ahead of myself there. I was excited for the Sidikov-Chamizo match, and I actually forgot we had to do the 2 bronze medals, and these are super exciting. KHADJIEV has broken onto the scene. I saw him in his country of France in the World Championships in 17. Has excellent attacks.
Not placing at those World Championships really stung KHADJIEV simply because it was in Paris. He had a big crowd watching him. Now he has, ironically, the chance to deny a Kazakhstan wrestler a bronze in front of his home nation. It's funny how the wrestling gods smile occasionally once in a while.
Nice pull by KAISANOV. And they're going to ask for action for the red wrestler. And again, if we don't see scoring in the next probably 30 seconds, they'll probably, regardless if he's the more active wrestler, it's a lack of scoring. He got warned first, and so they're probably going to put him on the clock if we don't see a score here in the next 15 seconds. There he is, asking for him to be more active as our official. We're going to see a whistle here probably the next 4 or 5 seconds. Nice head pull by KAISANOV. There it is. So he's going on that 30-second shot clock. It is KAISANOV. Now, there's a couple of schools of thought with these wrestlers when they go on the shot clock. You can either not take a risk. Usually, if they're going to take a risk, they take it right off the whistle. But they're not worried about giving up one. They're hoping that they're going to have more than that 1 point in the bout.
Here's KHADJIEV, will get the 1. Shot clock expires. France goes up. KAISANOV not real aggressive while he was on that shot clock. Still working that arm. France trying to keep that underhook at bay. That left arm of Kazakhstan not allowing it to get any deeper. Has his right hand right along those triceps. Still has the underhook though, does Kazakhstan. What do you want to see him work with here, Brian? He's had it for a substantial amount of time, and now we're going to get the whistle. Just couldn't muster anything beyond it.
KAISANOV, when he uses that left arm underhook, really has a nice throw by. KHADJIEV, though, was able to meet him at the hands on the other side like he is right now, controlling the right hand of KAISANOV so that he doesn't have the ability to go underhook. But nice little pull snap by KAISANOV.
Circling his motion around, trying to capture the leg, but he runs out of time as the first period expires. The 1 point on the board because of the passivity, and that's been it after 3 minutes.
You know, and you did see a late passivity call against KHADJIEV, so if we don't see a score very early in the second period, then they're going to put KHADJIEV on the clock, which really, if it goes 1-1, which we hope it doesn't, then the last point scored would win as long as there's no cautions.
KHADJIEV has had a good career, really hitting his prime now as far as age goes after a gold medal performance at the Junior Worlds. Talked about representing France in the 2016 Olympic Games, finishing 8th that year. Very quietly has had a lot of success throughout his time with France, and he carries a 1-0 lead, looking for his first senior level world bronze medal.
KAISANOV did an awesome job. KHADJIEV hit a straight shot, and he was able to change his level and meet him with his hands and head. But another really great attack by KHADJIEV. Head is in the inside. He's going to look to hop and pop and come up the middle. Now he creates an angle and goes deep to the ankle, where he's going to try and shelf the ankle on his hip.
Here comes the brick from the mat chairman. Potentially dangerous on that with that knee.
And he was going against the joint, trying to force it up to the table, but KAISANOV kept his foot on the mat and went against the joint.
You might ask why the brick. Well, the referee was on the opposite side. He did not see how bad that knee was bent. That's why the mat chairman, who had that view, tossed it in.
Better than that brick than the tennis ball last night when the clock wasn't working. Nice snap by KAISANOV, pulling KHADJIEV's head right to the mat.
All right, KAISANOV with the under. And again, a stoppage. Next time, and that is the clock. So 30 seconds up on the board for KHADJIEV of France. He comes in shooting. Boy, he's turned up the tempo since getting put on that clock. Just like you said, usually after the whistle, when you get tagged, you're looking. He's in on that double, straight on double, and out of bounds they go. And let's see if it's one, or do they go two with it?
One was confirmed. So KAISANOV was like, listen, if he's going to give him a point, then if he's going to give him 2 points for the takedown, challenge it. But they just went with the step out for one. So 2-0 lead for KHADJIEV.
Nicely done. He wipes out the shot clock. It's not a factor. Gets the point without giving one up to his opponent from Kazakhstan.
And in the second period, when that happens, you typically see the wrestler pick up his pace, because you don't want to go with 1:30 to go down by one, because the officials typically aren't going to call a second passivity.
High crotch spoiled. Counter with that underhook throw by KHADJIEV. He set him up, and he will get two more and go up 4-0.
At that point, KAISANOV was really driving, just looking for the points being down, and he was opportunistic and was able to throw him by and use the power of KAISANOV against him. So at this point, KHADJIEV is going to really go to an ear-to-ear tie and not make any dangerous attempts, but nice shot by KAISANOV.
Waterfall position coming over the top. KHADJIEV, and Kazakhstan close to getting free and on the edge. Two is confirmed. And now all of a sudden it gets a little interesting. 4-2, and here comes this crowd well within striking distance.
And if KAISANOV's able to get a takedown here and get two, he has not only the last point scored, but the most amount of 2 points, which would give him criteria and the win. But a nice another throw by KHADJIEV. KAISANOV able to scramble out of that. That was phenomenal. He was dead to rights on that. Inside reach.
On that high crotch, trying to fire in. He's close to getting two. Quad pop position, and he'll try to bring him back in. Is two confirmed or one? One is what the referee says. The judge confirms one. Kazakhstan, and you can see the frustration in KAISANOV, thinking it should be two. A bottle comes flying in right in front of the coaches in the corner.
You know, and he went toe heel drop, and the continuation, I don't know if KHADJIEV's foot went completely out. If his foot went completely out, then it's a one for the step out. If it did not, then it should have been two on continuation.
And a blood timeout in the wildness in the closing moments of this bronze medal match. Some blood on the French wrestler who leads by one.
And probably a smart thing not to throw the challenge there, because if in the 16 seconds he can get a takedown, he's going to win it anyway. But it was so razor close. They're going to have a conference at the table to see if it was 2 or not. We might get an official's challenge.
Yeah, and yeah, we want to say this is not a challenge from Kazakhstan. These are the 3 officials coming together.
They gave 2
to discuss it, and it looks like they're going to change to 2.
I think that's a good call. I'd like to see that again on replay to see if he does step out. But he did continue the action from that quad pod for 2.
And now France is going to throw the challenge. They're going to push the button.
I think that's smart.
So France will challenge the call of 2. And why not? I mean, you are going to be down regardless if it's 2 or if you lose this challenge. The criteria right now with Kazakhstan. Here's what we're taking a look at to see if it's the step out for 1, or if indeed the action continues with Kazakhstan in a position to get the 2.
And I don't think that was a continuing action. I think there was a step out. I think the call is right with 1. At this point now watching it, because there wasn't a middle of the mat to the edge of the mat pulling him and continuing for the takedown. KHADJIEV had stepped out very wisely at that point. Look at his foot is completely out there, again there. Again there, the whole foot, not just the foot, the whole foot now. I think 1 is the right call. And I think the crowd won't, now looking at that, will understand. A late whistle by the official. If he had blown the whistle right when the foot went out, then there would be no question. I think it's the right call.
So they go 1. And France with a 4-3 lead, 16 seconds to go. Here comes KAISANOV, fronted effectively by KHADJIEV. Precious time weaning off that clock. KHADJIEV trying to hang on. He's in a good position. KAISANOV in that sit knows he has no options, and France survives and wins the bronze.
And you saw the red challenge requested, but you can't triple stamp a double stamp, as we like to say. You can't challenge a challenge call. So the right athlete won that match. I know the home partisan crowd is upset about it, but it was the right call. And France did a really smart thing by challenging that call, because they saw video evidence that was beyond reproach. You hate to see that.